Well, obviously the ruck wasn't good enough. I thought we started well. I thought the first half was really positive, but we took our foot off the pedal in the second half, definitely. And I thought, as a forward, that's one big area we need to be better at this week, definitely. Credit to the Georgians. I thought they fronted up massively that second half. They got over the ball really well. The quality of their tackle was really strong, but we need to be much more accurate, much earlier at the ruck. So that's one area anyway.
Overall, how are you assessing? Because you're trying to react to Twickenham, obviously. So do you just feel like that was a failure in the sense that you didn't come back with a better performance than the one before? Is that something that you like harming yourselves about?
Yeah, we'll be hard on ourselves. It's not kind of the standards that it should be. We wanted to bounce back much better than that. So yeah, we'll have to take an honest look at ourselves tonight and tomorrow. Because if we want to finish the year on a really positive note next week, Scotland coming to town, we know we're going to have to be a lot better than that. So.
Do you realise that your status within the game and the world is under threat from Scotland next weekend?
No, don't.
In the sense that you're considered a better team than them, so if they were to come here and beat you, is that the way can you see that that's a possibility?
I don't think we're too worried about status. We're just worried about winning at home. We don't like losing in the Aviva, so it'll be a great match. But for us, it's winning for the team and winning for Ireland, not about kind of status or anything like that.
James, you have to balance the way that you talk about this weekend, because obviously it's been a long camp. We've 1 week left. It's been an up and down year. You've got some good results at home and difficult ones away. But can you be too hard on yourselves, or do you have to be very realistic and very honest about how today went, particularly after half time?
Yeah, we will be honest with ourselves. Look, I don't think there's a danger of being too hard on ourselves. We've got to be hard on ourselves, and as I said, we have to be a lot better than that. The one positive note was we started well. Particularly that first half, I thought we went well, but we need to be much better that second half. So, yeah, there's so much to improve there. Probably it's a good thing in many ways, the turnaround. It's only 6 days, so we're going to have to park that tonight really, and take the lessons from it. And it's great to be able to have the game next week, Scotland. And they're playing some good stuff at the moment. They'll back themselves coming to the Aviva, and we'll see how we react. Yeah, well, you definitely miss the fans in the stadium massively. It isn't the same. I'm not going to pretend that it is. You do miss the Irish people there for those kind of moments. Those scores that we get definitely adds a bit. But look, we can't control that. So, we've spoken about creating our own energy and kind of just vibing off each other. And they probably did that much better in the second half. You could hear how vocal they were, and I think we probably went a bit quiet. So that's another lesson that we'll take, particularly at the moment with these empty stadiums. It's so important that we create our own energy, our own atmosphere. And I thought they probably had the upper hand in that respect in the second half.
James, if it happens, if the plan A isn't going to plan, or if it's not going as you thought it might, who's talking on the field? I mean, is there conversations being had on the field when you sense that it's not going right? Does somebody say, let's switch this up? I mean, you as the captain and the other guys we often talk about as leaders. Is there active conversations and debates on the field?
Look, we obviously talk to each other, and but like there's no kind of magic words or magic moments. Like we know ourselves, we just need to be more accurate, and I don't want to kind of just say more accurate. We like in terms of, I've already mentioned, we've got to be much stronger at the ruck, and we just need to understand where the space is and probably be a bit more efficient together as a team in that kind of middle third of the pitch. Yeah, could we have communicated that better, kind of managed that part of the game better in the second half? Maybe. As I said, I thought their vocal energy, their kind of atmosphere that they created was better than ours. So, yeah, we'll have to have a look at that.
Thanks.
James, can you just talk us through the decision to take the points when you did? Probably helped you win in the game in the end, but possibly people would be expecting you to go for tries against Georgia. What was the thinking?
Thinking was it's a proper test match. We were, I think, 10 points up at the time, and they probably have that bit of belief in the game at that stage, and I think going 13 points ahead just gives us a bit of a gap there, and a bit of comfort to start playing a bit more. So that's my take on it. As I said, they fronted up massively in that second half. So when the points were on offer like that, for me, we were going to take it.
Can you speak a bit, James, about I imagine there's deep frustration because you've had a year with this new coaching ticket, and it hasn't been as evident, progress hasn't been as evident on the pitch as lots of people would like to have seen. Can you talk a bit about that frustration? Because I imagine there's a lot of great, excellent work happening behind the scenes.
There is, yeah. Look, I've no doubt we're going in the right direction. Even in the games that we've lost recently, I've said the same. Today was just disappointing. Sometimes you have those days, but it's not like we don't know what to fix. They're all very fixable issues. Today the ruck, massive part of our game that we didn't get right. Being able to be more efficient maybe in that kind of middle third of the pitch, and have the bit of variety of putting the ball in behind them, or knowing when to play. We know ourselves what's wrong, so that's great for us. Like there's so much to work on, and there's a great opportunity for us this week to finish the year in a high with Scotland coming. But as I said, I've no doubt we're going in the right direction, and we know how to fix things, and it's very much in our own hands.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Okay, guys, anything further there for James?
James, could I just ask, you've touched on it there, what do you want to see this week? What reaction do you want to see from the players? What performance do you want to see? And how important is it that you bounce out of this long window, on a high, so that when you come back in January before that Wales game, that you're kind of coming in with some momentum?
Yeah, it's very important. We want to see a top end performance this week. It's a real challenge. As I said, Scotland are playing well. They'll back themselves coming to the Aviva. So what we want to see is a performance that we in the country can be proud of. So 6-day turnaround, so much to work on. We're disappointed with today, but at the same time, it's such a great opportunity now for us to get those learnings right, and really show up on Saturday. So yeah, as I said, we're probably going to end up parking this tonight, tomorrow morning, really taking the lessons from it, and then go after this week.